David Aldridge there for that.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, David. A rare treat tonight, C-Web, the marquee matchup between two of the best centers in the game.
Well, how about that? I love it. You know, the league has been trending toward medium height players that can switch endlessly, those type of things. And don't get me wrong, I love the evolution of the game. But now we get the old heavyweight title match. This is what we love, the banging in the paint, the elbows, the jump hooks, the dunks, the rebounds. But for those teams that have a legit anchor inside, it can always be a big advantage. Let's see who imposes their will tonight.
It'll be fun to watch. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. And it's Tatum in at the small forward.
Yeah, and off the catch. Tatum now has a quicker shot release. Probably a little better balance as well.
And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. C-Web, what a rookie year it was for Tatum. Never hit a wall. He only got better as time went on.
I remember doing his games in college. I mean, it's the same thing that happened then. Second half of the season was stronger than the first. He has a maturity beyond his years, both mentally and physically.
And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, you know, many Greg thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe it. Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And here they go. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Harden.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Morris, no good. Rockets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's Paul. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
On the wing, Morris. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Oh, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Oh, nice job setting up for that shot. Everything working together for Tatum.
Here's Paul. And that one is off. And it's Boston the other way. Tatum on the wing. To the middle, Horford. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. And the Rockets with a big summer and back with a vengeance in pursuit of an elusive title.
Don't count them out. If they can control Chris Paul's minutes, try to keep him healthy for the playoffs, if they're 100%, they can beat anyone.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Houston's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Tucker. Here's Capella. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the way up. Capella's got his second bucket of the game to go. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Actually, Chris, one of the shorter teams last season. The Celtics made up for it with excellent athleticism and length, wingspan.
Yeah, you think about it. Jaylen Brown measured 6'6" in height, but had over a 7-foot wingspan. Rozier Smart. They might not be the tallest guys in the world, but man, they play big.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hayward's checked in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Here's Harden. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Wow, Kevin. I mean, we all marvel at the offensive game of Harden, don't we? I mean, he's excellent at taking advantage of these in-between spots on the floor.
Three-pointer, Hayward. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Rockets trail by 5. And here's Harden for 3. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Hayward outside. And Capella sends it back.
And you can't throw up weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
Irving for 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. And Tucker has it in the corner. And another 3 for Houston.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Come on, man. This is a clown league. Heaving it from the parking lot, showing very little respect for the gang. Look, I don't know how he got that one, though. About as tough of a shot as you can think of.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. Here's Capella. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Irving. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the dunk by Capella.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Outside Irving. And again, Boston with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Harden against Smart. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the technical free throw is good.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
There's the 3. It's good from long range. Harden's got 13 points.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
James Harden getting it done for Houston. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated.
Coming from a place where, baseball is what's driven.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Well, it does a couple of things. It gives you more opportunities, but it also sets a tone. They're the more physical, the more dominant team right now.
Rivers out there with Harden. Then it's Clint Capella. And there's Gordon. And it's Tucker in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Devin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A.
Oh, Capella is just fantastic at dunking it home, leaving no mistake on these kinds of chances near the hoop.
And the basket by Rozier. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, think about our boy Dre. Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know Day-Day, but Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans when we see him on the court. How about Embiid, Mr. Personality on social media? You love it. And how about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways on the chessboard? The most interesting basketball player in the world. So all of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch from them. The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Gordon. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And every year, Capella seems to up his score. Looking hungry. He wants to shoulder more of the offensive load.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And P.J. Tucker, Greg, a rugged physical defender at the forward.
And here's the guy, second-round pick back at 06. Spent 5 seasons playing abroad before making his return to the association. Now he's a seasoned veteran and not shy about holding his teammates accountable, especially defensively.
And it's Rozier missing.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Way beyond the arc on that play. It's the kind of shot he can make, but not necessarily the one you want.
Right side, Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. 2 points. That one goes. Baines has got his first points of the game.
Oh, the assist by Smart. And I think his playmaking is coming along.
To the paint. And the dunk by Capella.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Morris.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Harden the pass to Capella. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
A 3 from Morris. Good on the triple. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Outside Gordon. Passes it to Capella. He kicks to Rivers. In the corner, it's Gordon. From deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Rivers in the corner. It's up a 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc. They still can't cash in on it.
Smart finds Baines. It's stolen by Capella. And now here's Rivers with fast break opportunity. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Have a look at the Rockets organization, Chris. One of the best run teams people think in this league.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, over a decade of winning basketball, they find ways to win, and they won't be satisfied till they win it all.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Got a piece of it. Morris kicks to Rozier. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 2-point Rocket lead
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Fellas, isn't that why you'd like to have a great point guard who can make a play above the rim like that?
Houston making some changes. Shumpert is checked in for Hart. And it's Paul in for Austin Rivers. The Celtics also changing it up. Horford comes in for Aaron Baines, and Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field. He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Smart. Boston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
And here's Brown outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving against Paul. Shumpert gets a wide open look, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brown kicks to Irving. Offensive rebound, no good. And now here comes Gordon leading the break over Tatum. And it's Gordon missing. Tatum dishes to Horford with 1 on the clock, and again it's Boston converting.
How about Horford there showing the jump shot? More of a set shot, really, but at his size, he can get it off.
It's time now to go.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. There were a lot of positives for them to take away from the second quarter, where they came from behind to take a 4-point lead at the half. Kenny, what's your... Thanks for joining us.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
Well, it comes down to talent, comes down to hustle. He's shown both in a big way so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Boston leading by 6. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
With the shot, that's good from Horford on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Inside, and the dunk by Capella.
Playing in line Chris Paul, you better have your hands ready. If you're open, he'll find you, or you're going to get hit in the head.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Houston gets called for the foul. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded and you may have to take the family with you. So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city, players, members of the organization is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust because that new team wants you and needs you back.
Good insight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
On the wing, Gordon. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Celtics leading by 8. Irving passes to Horford. Floats one up. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Paul is doubled. Pass to Gordon. Paul with the ball. He's got 5. From deep, Harden. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Horford. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And that's just experience. I mean, reading the defense perfectly. Just another day at the office for Big Al.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving, still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Kyrie, come on, tremendous court sense, vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
Rivers, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. Another miss by Houston.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Horford kicks to Tatum. Sinks that one from the post. Tatum's got 14.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offensive end.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Irving. Harden outside. On deep. And Horford pulls it down. Celtics leading by 11. Outside Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 16 points for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Ball's knocked loose. The pass to Tucker. Kicks to Capella. Harden against Smart. Just 5 to shoot. Harden finds Tucker. Buries it from three-point range. Tucker's got his second bucket.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Hayward can't hit. Rockets trail by 10. To the middle. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Irving. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Attacking the painted area. That's where Tatum can use his height and length most effectively.
Harden kicks to Gordon. And another 3 for Houston.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And Horford, here we go. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Outside Gordon. Houston moving it around. With some arc, and it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played bigger.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
It's Rivers on the wing. No good from outside. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
He has a very good pull-up jumper. Hayward doesn't lose his touch when he shoots off the dribble.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Harden dishes to Capella. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Both teams will make substitutions. "12 seconds left to play in the third.
Come get it.
Here's Gordon. Pass to Tucker. 2 on the clock. No good off the back of the rim. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. P.J. Tucker is out there with Gordon. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes to Shumpert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look, sometimes Shumpert makes those tough shots, even over strong interior defense.
Over in the corner, Rozier. He kicks to Tatum. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Ball's checked in for Austin Rivers. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Rozier. Rockets trail by 7. On the wing, Eric Gordon. The 3-pointer, no good. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And here's Tatum for 3. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And the 3-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is his second of this half, 3rd overall.
In the corner, it's Gordon. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Brown, good.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Gordon with the defensive effort.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
Celtics leading by 9. Here's Irving. And it goes down 2 points. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 assists. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Gordon with no one around. Another miss by Houston. And the Celtics shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Morris, no good. And for Houston, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Gordon goes in. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Gordon's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brown outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 12.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Timeout called, the Rockets. See, we have a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He said, guys, I know you've worked hard. I know you're a little tired, but we got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath, and let's get it done. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Irving against Paul. Back to Tucker. The three. Bangs home the trifecta.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
At the elbow, Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down low. Here's Capella. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Capella's got 28.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Back to Brown from deep three-point range, but he gets it back. Pass to Horford. Shoots over Capella. Horford, no luck.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
And it's Gordon missing.
Oh, man, this guy. Bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen.
Right side jumper. Rockets keep it going with the new 24-second clock. Here's Tucker. Sinks the three-pointer.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Greg, the way he's firing from three today, they ought to keep riding.
Here's Shumpert. And Shumpert slams it in.
Shumpert should show off his quickness like that all the time. Love how he just sliced his way inside.
Here's Horford. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his fourth assist in this one.
A player with this length and his touch from three-point range, I mean, that's just a great asset to have.
Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Horford. Irving against Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Irving's pump fake is dangerous. You got to stay down on him. When you jump, he goes right into the defender.
The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. He's able to hit the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Houston now, time running out. Capella, the pass to Harden. Paul for three. Up again. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 30 points.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Paul for three. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Unreal. I mean, just think about it. Paul's been doing this for years, making huge shots. Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
On the wing, Gordon. Off target from outside.
I don't know why he keeps shooting. Anybody tell me nothing is falling for me? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deep a hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 7. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden. The Rockets again can't hit. Shoots. Horford, no luck.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed...
David, thank you as always. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber,